Hello, and welcome to the Great Water. This channel is going into the van life and how it can be a very frugal and good option for people that are struggling to get by and looking for ways out of high housing costs and poor working conditions, basically. Today's video, I'm going to go over my budget, basically monthly and yearly, and I'm going to kind of give you a ballpark number as to how I live month to month and over a year. So I'll just dive in and say that I lived last year. I made about $11,000, and I lived off about 8,000 of that or so. So I'll kind of give you a rundown of how that went and some numbers um, that kind of illustrate how little I'm living on. I'm putting in about $400, $450 a month, and I'll kind of give you the rundown here. So every month I'm paying about $26 for a phone bill. And that's a $300 a year payment. I found a pretty decent phone plan that charges, it's like $320 a year. So that's about $26 a month. Then I have car insurance. That is about $50 a month. And then I have a food bill. Now I eat mainly frozen vegetables and instant mashed potatoes and ramen, rice, mac and cheese, things like that. And I'm getting away with about $85 a month doing that, maybe even a little less, really. But I'll put in 85. And then I'm going out to eat maybe once a week or so, and spending, $10 to $20 on food that I'm not cooking every week. So I'll just do like 20 bucks a week. So that's 80 bucks a month. And then I have basically my vices, my comfort money, my expenses for things that make me comfortable. And I could spend maybe $150 a month um, on that. That'd be smoking and maybe drinking, things like that. So another 150 bucks a month. So So that's around $400 so far, just to get me month to month. That is food, water, rent, um, phone bill, car insurance, and all the comforts that I could want for $400 a month. Now, the fuel cost is another thing I have to add on, but it changes a lot. So I'm at one place for about 6 months. I will work in that place for about 3 months, typically, if I had my way. So for 3 months, I'm spending maybe $80 a month on fuel just to get back to work, back and forth from work. So I'll do 3 months at $480. And that's about $14.50 or so. Um, and then I will do 3 months at about $400 a month. So I'm not really driving anywhere. So that's $2,640 total for 6 months. And then I want to move to better weather. So I'll go up north or go down south about 1,000 miles or so, and that'll run me anywhere between $400 and $600 depending on how long I want to stretch it out, how much fuel is at the time, and where in the country I'm traveling, that kind of thing. So I will just say $600 as my highest that I'm going to spend on that. So that puts me up to $3,250. $3,250 for 6 months, and then I do it again the next 6 months. So times 2. That is roughly $6,500 that I'm spending just to have all my needs met, right? Food, water, shelter, and all of that. So the fact that I spent about $8,000 last year, I really put that into like a phone. I put it into upgrading some of the appliances that I had and working on my car preemptively. Nothing really went wrong with my car, but I wanted to fix a few things up anyway. So that added on, $1,500 or so in expenses over the year, which is not that much, honestly. I think that was okay. So out of that $11,000, I spent about $8,000 living, and I got to save the rest and use it for whatever I wanted. So that's kind of a rough rundown. Half the time I'm spending about $400 a month. The other half the time I'm spending about $500, and then I'm putting in 2 yearly long trips at about $600 for fuel and travel. So that is like not very much money. I was able to make those ends meet on mostly part-time work and leaving after 3 months of getting a job. So it's not only really frugal, it's also a lot less stress, and I'm not worried about getting work. I'm not worried about having a place to live. I'm really set up just as well as I was in an apartment, and my costs are just way down. So I just wanted to bring that perspective to the general public. I really think that it's a useful lifestyle choice, and if you can approach it and get into it, then you can see for yourself how good it can be. So really, that's what I wanted to cover today. Thank you for tuning in. If that was useful to you, give me a like. If you think the channel's valuable, give me a subscribe and tune in, because I'll be making some more videos covering different aspects of the van life and some tips and tricks and documenting things. So this was just a real quick rundown of a budget. What I'd like to do is make a video over the next year or so, documenting actual costs over each month and giving you an idea of what I'm actually spending my money on and how much and when. But I'll get to that over a while. I just wanted to give a kind of a general rundown of my budget. So thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. This has been The Great Water. Thanks.